This week on Salmon Showdown, the tournament trail lands in Manistee, Michigan. Welcome to the north side of the trail, home of the Manistee Tri-Port Challenge. The teams are coming, and the big kings are already here. Welcome to the Manistee County Sport Fishing Association's Tri-Port Challenge. We begin our coverage just before day one here as our featured teams are assembling dockside, getting their sea legs, and heading out to stage for the shotgun start. We've got two great teams to ride along with here. Rocks and Reels out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin is led by Russell Gahagan. Russell is one of the most respected captains on the west side of the lake, and he's a Salmon Showdown veteran who led teams to 4 straight Final Four finishes in seasons 3 through 6.
We got over here yesterday about 8:30 from Wisconsin. We only had one day to pre-fish on this particular event, which makes things tough. The plan basically was yesterday was to go lake trout fishing first, make sure we found those. We did that, and then we went silverfish fishing for an hour or two. Did not have any success, so a little nerve-wracking about the silverfish this morning. The way this particular tournament works, you need to have 10 fish, but you can only have 6 lake trout. So we do need to catch at least 4 silverfish. So our goal is basically to get out off the shelf, out a little deeper than the shelf, and get our rods in the water as fast as possible and hopefully capitalize on that first light bite.
Next up, one of the top charters from right here in Manistee, Captain Lenny Vaughn and Team Slipknot. He brings with him a not-so-secret weapon in the form of Captain and Lake Michigan legend Mark Jamura.
Tell him you come out of retirement again.
I came out of retirement for 2 days. No, I'm only kidding. It's just great to be out here.
Yeah, good to hear your voice. Good luck out there.
So it's a 2-generation tag team approach for the Slipknot. Captain Lenny is no stranger to the Founders Cup race after posting a 4th and a 3rd place finish in the last 2 seasons. And Captain Mark actually took the title back in season 6.
All right, so we're out here now. We're going to start the Budweiser here in about 5 minutes. Game plan is there's a few big fish running around, a lot of lake trout. That's what everybody's been catching a lot of. Yesterday we caught silverfish, but they were all smaller ones. So today we're looking for the bigger ones. So we're going to run a little bit more of a big fish program today and not so much just catch the fish program today. We're going to work that 150 to 250 water today and see what we can come up with today. So. Oh yeah, going to bring all the guns out today. Come on. Let me see that boat!
So with that, the teams are ready and waiting for this morning's shotgun start.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6 o'clock.
And they're off as over 60 boats scatter across an uncharacteristically calm Lake Michigan surface. There's no prize for speed on the tournament trail, but if there were, it would pretty much boil down to most horses wins. Here at the Manistee Tri-Port Challenge, it's fish that count. We'll see if these teams can find them when Salmon Showdown returns. Salmon Showdown is brought to you by Moonshine Lures, quality super glow lures for salmon, trout, and walleye. Go Lake Marine, first on the water since 1911. Magnum Metals, dominate the depths. It's day one at the Manistee Tri-Port. Both teams have reached their starting spots and are getting rods down ASAP to take advantage of the early bite. it's not long before their efficiency pays off.
We're gonna settle this fish down first, guys.
The first fish is kind of important, but not as important as the biggest fish. But then your 10th fish is important.
Right next door, Rocks and Reels is also getting off to a quick start.
You start on a 450. Maybe it is big. You took your fish, Jackson. I was supposed to swim over and grab your diver.
It's fish on for both teams here at the Triport as the early bite off Manistee is producing some promising results.
Yeah. Here, grab this, grab this. Right here? Yep. I'll get the water going.
So Slipknot has fish number 1 in the box, and seconds later, so does Rocks and Reels.
Good fish. Outside, Scott. Outside turn back into this area. Close to 20 probably. Mountain Dew stud, we'll take it. Need 3 more of those.
And they might have found the perfect spot to do just that. It looks like the big kings are here this morning off Manistee, and a quick glance of our surroundings shows that word is spreading fast. So this is definitely not one of those super secret fishing spots, but with action like this, privacy is overrated.
And this has got a big jerk to it.
I
don't really like
Well,
this.
that's what it might be a big trout. It might be a big trout.
Big.
Swivel, or
Okay.
that's what happened.
Put in gear!
Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go.
Swam right in there.
Yep, good. I got it. Good fish, really good one. Good one. All right, let's get
That's
serious.
not all. We'll be back with another one shortly.
Take the bags out.
Rocks and Reels is also having plenty of luck this morning. Unfortunately, some of it is the bad kind.
Nope, gone. Yep, I knew it. Gone, never mind. Kind of the story of the day for us. Could see that was gonna happen.
No, I'm on this one now. I'm gonna say it's gone. No, is he there? Yeah, he's still there.
It might be an oversimplification, but tournament fishing can be broken down into 2 key parts. Part 1, get the fish on the hook. Part 2, get the fish in the box.
Look at that.
You definitely need both parts to be successful, and right now the box on Slipknot is looking pretty good. Back on Rocks and Reels, they're looking to finish strong with one more shot at part 2.
You know what they always say? One of my favorite guys, Rick Flair, says, if you want to beat a man, you got to beat the man. Can't hand the rod over, Jackson. There he is, with the net. It's a nice one. Now, got him in exactly the amount of time I said we would need to get him. And it was a good one to end it. That's a big. That helps.
And that help comes just in the nick of time. The day 1 fishing period is coming to a close, and the teams are heading back to the tournament scales.
Today, we got fortunate enough to get on a pot of bigger, decent-sized fish. Not monsters by any means, but good, solid fish. So we worked that pod pretty much the whole day, and we ended up coming up with 16 fish today, and we got 10 fish that are going to put us at least in the running for tomorrow for day 2. And it was pretty much the program we had dialed in on is the program that worked for us. Captain Mark he spearheaded it, and he worked it really hard and did a great job. So going into day 2, we should be sitting well.
So Slipknot locks down 2 17s, leaving them 1 slot to fill tomorrow. Rocks and Reels is up next, and they've got that number beat.
19.15.
However, at 16 and change, their second fish comes up just a bit short.
We'll pass.
Let's call it halftime at the Manistee Triport Challenge. The day 2 fishing period is coming up next. Salmon Showdown is brought to you by Clemens Boats, your Great Lakes Albemarle dealer. Purple Taco Fly Supply. Create your own trolling flies. Rays Eyewear. It pays to wear Rays. It's day 2 at the Manistee Tri-Port Challenge, and among the 60-plus competitors here, our featured teams are heading out for the final fishing period and contemplating the best plan of attack.
We need one big one today. We weighed 2 yesterday. So basically what we're looking to do is go out, get 10 fish, get our points, try to win the main tournament, and at the same time win the 3-3. No big changes for today. We're going to basically work the same setup that we had yesterday, and we're going to see what happens. The only difference today is it's overcast. We got a little bit of rain, so the light conditions are going to be a little different. It could make it better, it could make it worse for us. We don't know.
Pretty excited today. A little bit nerve-wracking. I'm looking at the flag, and the wind just started to really kick up. That was something I was really more anticipating was going to be a factor later in the morning. So we'll see how that plays a role. But the scenario for us today really is going to all depend on how our first couple hours in the morning go. We ended up, I think we're in like 10th in the main event. We were 2 fish short, 2 salmon short of our 10 fish total yesterday. So we had our 6 trout and 2 salmon. One of the salmon we did catch was a 19-pounder, which was the second biggest one weighed yesterday. So from a 3-3-3 standpoint and the Salmon Showdown standpoint, we got a real fighting chance. We're gonna go king fishing just like we did yesterday. We're gonna give it till 9:30 again, just like we did yesterday. And depending on where we're at in the situation, we'll determine whether we're gonna run north and try to finish up a box or lake trout, or just grind for the 3-3-3 on king. So really, what we need 2 of them.
So the day 2 plans are set, and now it's time to put them into action.
Yeah, you can.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go get them. Back by 1.
Well, for some boats, it's almost time.
Well, the tournament started, but we're just going to kind of let it hang out here a little bit and let the waves settle before we take off. Well, you guys got to be ready. I mean, come on.
He said, we're gonna wait a minute before we take off. I'll tell you, it's throttle.
Now they're off, and once again, the Tri-Port boats scatter. Unlike yesterday, Lake Michigan has a definite chop here on day number 2, which can add a bit of runtime for these teams. Luckily, they don't have to go far to reach their starting positions, and once they get there, it's time to get to work. For Team Slipknot, they're picking up right where they left off.
40 foot down, Mark.
Okay, hang on, Lenny. Slow down. Got all day. Take your time. All right, real down, all the way down to the ground. I want you to
Walk back. All right, got him.
Good one.
Right, but you see how it's a little bit yelling more when you...
That's a quick start, and a good start for Slipknot. I think it's safe to say it's exactly what they were hoping for.
And let it out, man. Let it all out, baby.
When you're hot, you're hot. One quick king in the box, and Slipknot is still breaking out their rods. And that's not the only thing they're breaking out.
All right, yesterday we had a couple bananas. Good luck. We're gonna pop another one, see what happens. So, just so you know, from this point on, it was all the banana.
The banana, universally viewed by anglers as a cursed fruit whose very presence on a boat can bring nothing but bad luck. Captain Lenny apparently disagrees, and he's using this opportunity to disprove that theory and to enjoy a tasty snack. Despite Lenny's controversial fruit intake, the action remains hot and heavy on the Slipknot. While they reset, it gives us a chance to welcome our newest sponsor, Bananas. When crazy action isn't enough, it's time to go bananas. So peel them if you got them. Salmon Showdown will return after this quick break. Salmon Showdown is brought to you by Dreamweaver, leading the way in big lakes trolling gear. Jacobs Financial Services, keep your money safe. Garmin, explore their full line of marine products at garmin.com. Welcome back to Salmon Showdown, where it's fish on for the rocks and reels. Just moments after the strike, Captain Russell is forced to call on the crew for assistance when he realizes he's made one fundamental mistake.
Can you do me a favor, Josh? Huh? What do you need? Tie my shoes on a trip.
Tie your shoes?
Like 1 second.
Oh,
Or take the rod and I will.
What's that outside force?
I ain't touched the rod. I'll tell you that much.
So you gotta do that. Water. So loop, swoop, and pull.
How about you just tie it?
Dang, man, you're a good guy.
A heck of a buddy.
Now, fully geared up, with a little help from his friends, Russell successfully guides this fish into the net.
Not the one we were hoping for, but it's a fish. 10-pounder probably. Yeah, so that's our second bite. It's already, I don't know, it's got to be closing in on 8 o'clock, I think, or so. And we've only had 2 bites. This one is not the 333 fish we needed, unfortunately, but it's a fish at least to give us a little bit of maybe confidence and hope that we can continue to plug away here. I think we've pretty much already made our decision that we're gonna 333 fish all day.
All shoes are tied over on the Slipknot, at least for those who are wearing them, and while it would be difficult to find any direct correlation, things are going noticeably better here.
Yep. Keep the rod low, though. Keep the rod low. Walk backwards. All right, we're good. Got him. Yeah.
It's been a busy day on board the Slipknot, and with time waning on the final fishing period, they get one more shot to make their good day even better.
For a minute. Try that.
Here. Here.
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. Coming up, come on. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it. Come on. Start, get him, just relax. Get him.
All right, we got it.
Straightening the hook out. Okay, we're good. Remember how they do that? That's our big fish. Here you go. Good job.
Come on, Lenny.
After putting 2 17s on the Founders Cup scales yesterday, Slipknot needed one kicker fish today to ensure a good score. I'm thinking this one fits the bill.
All right. Day 2 is in the books. We're wrapping it up right now as we speak. We got our 13 fish today. We needed 10. We got 13. We got probably the same box that we had yesterday. And, you know, we even actually upgraded one fish that we needed at the end for the 333. We probably got a 22-pounder, so we're going to be sitting pretty decent for that.
So plenty of fish, smiles, and bananas on board the Slipknot. 3 things you won't find on the rocks and reels.
Well, this is sort of wrapping up the Manistee Triport Challenge for us in disappointing fashion. Day 2 panned out about as bad as it could for us, unfortunately. We never were able to get anything going. We caught 1 king, missed 1 fish, which is really, really poor. There's some guys that, you know, I think a fair amount of guys that caught 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 kings this morning, and we just weren't one of them. So as I tell people all the time, you know, I've been doing this my whole life, and nobody catches them all the time. That's part of the deal. Sometimes you're the fly, sometimes you're the windshield, and today we are definitely the fly.
So with that, the final fishing period comes to a close. Let's shift our focus to the shore and check in at the Founders Cup weigh-in, where Slipknot is approaching the scale with that last-minute king. In addition to another tournament limit, Slipknot did get the kicker fish they needed, and it adds over 21 pounds to their 333 weight. Nothing to show here for Rocks and Reels. After a disappointing day, they've bypassed the scales altogether, and they're already heading back across the lake to Wisconsin. So, home port advantage gets it done here this weekend. While things could not have gone any worse for Rocks and Reels, they couldn't have gone any better for Slipknot. Back-to-back host tournament limits were enough to give Lenny, Mark, and their crew the pro side title at the Triport, and that last kicker king also gives a big boost to their Founders Cup score. Their three fish weight of 56 pounds translates to a score of 98.39 out of a possible 100. It's the second highest score we've seen this season, but it's also their first because Founders Cup scoring is cumulative and the top 10 have multiple scores posted. Slipknot is left lurking just below, but well within reach of the pay line. It's basically a throwaway for Rocks and Reels. They did catch one of the biggest kings of the weekend on day one, but a nearly empty box on day two left them with an unusable score here. Before we depart from the port of Manistee, let's take a quick moment to congratulate the host tournament champs and to give a quick shout out to the Manistee County Sport Fishing Association. In addition to running the Tri-Port, they are an active local organization that works year-round to maintain, promote, and protect the Manistee County sport fishery. To find out more about the group, its goals, and the Tri-Port Challenge itself, go to mcsfa.org. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week for another Salmon Showdown.
Closed captioning is brought to you by WavePro. Best ride on the water. Online at waveproshock.com.